Um, Good morning. My name is Bafaga Aaron Adambina Gatson from Ghana, currently living in the United States of America, Portland, Oregon, to be specific. Coming to you once again on Sofa Guy Still Got Dreams TV. Yes, every Sofa Guy, every hustler still got dreams. That is the meaning. If you are a subscriber, thank you so much, and thank you for keeping and sharing the link for more community subscribers to come, and then we'll grow together as a community. Yes, and if you are yet to subscribe, if you're new, to my channel, currently just subscribe. I thank you so much for the subscription, and if you are yet to subscribe, then make sure you click the alert button so anytime I drop a new video, you will be able to get a quick reminder so that you go and then we educate ourselves. Yes, thank you. And then today I have a very quick reminder for you. A very quick reminder. It's about the qualification needed for diversity visa lottery. That's the DV lottery. We normally call it American lottery back in Ghana or most part of the world. Yes. What qualification do I need to participate or to be qualified to be eligible to participate in this program? Because the program is opening today. Yes, as we are in the US, it's opening today. They are starting and activating the link today for you to be able to register it. But most part of the world, the link might be active through across the globe. Maybe probably around 5th, that will be tomorrow, that the link will be, because the US time zone sometimes is so much different from most of the world. So it might be today 4th and it end up being late in the night on 4th in certain part of the world, or maybe it can even be so early. So it depends, right? Yeah. So what qualification do you need to be able to be eligible to participate in this program? 1, you need a qualification, that's a formal qualification equivalent to a US high school graduate, high school education. That's grade 12. Yes, and 12 years of schooling. And then secondly, you have a working qualification, which is normally stating that you have to be able to be in a profession and having 2 years working experience in a specific kind of profession that are being, of level 7, zone 4 of Department of Labor job classification. Yes, but let me break it down. That simply means that you are eligible to apply if you have a working experience of most of the jobs that are categorized in zones 4 or 5 of Department of Labor job description site, right? Yes. So looking at it and then tracing back to our root, like Africa, most of the handiworks that we have in Africa, I'm using Africa specifically because that's where I come from. Yeah. Using the handworks, the trades that we learned back there, most of them, when I check on the o.net, that's the Department of Labor job classification for the DV entry, I took my time to check through it, and I realized that most of the handworks that we have back in Africa are eligible to apply, like hairdressing, tailoring, that is seamstress, and then fashion design, any of them. Then you have makeup or beautician of certain class, not all, because some of the beauticians, they have very short preparation. So beauticians, and then you have contractors. We also have what do they call it, if you are a barber, and then you are a mechanic. These are all trades, and if you have at least 2 years of working experience in these fields, and as I'm saying, most of the, almost like 98%, I've not yet seen a handwork from Africa or Ghana specific that is not in their zone 4 or 5 job description that qualify you from the Department of Labor of the United States of America. So it means if you have trade, some handwork you are an artist, like beauty artist, or you are a friend saying, let's call it you are a mechanic, a welder, a tiler, a truck driver, or just a driver, like a taxi driver. All these things qualify you, because when you go for the interview, all they need is a certification to show that you are really being in this profession. Yes, and then you know your trade. Sometimes the consular officers at the embassy will, they have mechanics, they have what do they call it, they have mechanics, they have other workers in the embassy. Sometimes they'll call one of them to be sure, which you say you are working with, that to ask you petty questions to be sure that you really know your work. Let's say you go and you say you're a mechanic. They'll just call their mechanic, the embassy, the consular, the aircraft mechanic, to ask you a few questions. Sometimes it happens at the embassy, but we don't know, because oftentimes we don't discuss that. Yes. So you are qualified to register the DV lottery if you have at least a WASI certificate, that is a high school diploma or a high school certificate. Then you have or not. If you have that one, you are qualified. If you have a job trade, like you are a hairdresser, you are a beautician, you are a tiler, you roof, and then a bricklayer, any of those jobs with 2 years working experience qualifies you. And secondly, sometimes people will be wondering, if I am to fill the form, should I state that, like if the person is in high school, like SS2 right now, should I state, am I qualified to apply? Yes, you are qualified. If you are in high school, sorry, if you are in high school, the issue is that before you go for the interview, you must have the qualification they demand. So meaning, if you are in SS2 now, and the reason why we call this one the DV 2025 is simply because if you are in SS2 and you register for this DV, which you are likely to be able to get your visa in 2025 and come to the United States of America, meaning you still have 2 years on top. So if you are in high school level 2, which in most countries is always 3 years, yes, so it means you still have about a year to finish your program. So by the time the results will be coming out around May next year. So May next year, you take your time, you fill your DS-260 form, that is your visa form. That's if likely you've won. You fill your form, then you will now be able to be arranged and then going for interview. By then, you have gotten your high school certificate, which you present at the embassy to the consular, right? So it means you are qualified. If you are even in high school level 200 right now, you can apply, knowing vividly that all things being equal, you are going to graduate even before or immediately after the results come. So before you be going for interview, you are ready to apply. And if you are also a trade, you have a trade, you are applying with a trade, that is a handwork, as we call it back home, then it means, and you have 1.5 year or maybe 1 year of working experience. Normally they say 2 years of working experience for the trade, right? 2 years of working experience. So if it's 2 years of working experience for the trade and you have 1 year right now, it means you are level, you are not qualified based on the standard, but you are level 1 year to be having the 2, right? What it means is that you are still qualified to apply, from my understanding, which is legit. Because if you apply right now, by the time you'll be going back to interview next year, it will be around this time, October that they will start the interviews next year for you people, and you might not even be going early. So it means next year, same October this time, that's additional 1 year, giving you 2 years of your working experience. So you are qualified. So it shows that like a lot of people from Africa and all over the world, Asia and other part of the world, are qualified to apply for this DV. Do not sit and let somebody discourage you that because you do not have a university degree, because you didn't go to school. No. Honestly, most of the trade works in the US here makes a lot of money, huge amounts of money. So do not, if you have a trade work, if you are sitting down, you don't have a trade, you don't have high school, honestly, you cannot qualify to apply, because even if you apply and you win and you go for the interview, you will get rejected by the consular, the visa consular, simply because they don't want to come to the US and you don't have something to do. So why they request for the high school is because they want you to be able to go to school. If you want to go to school, continue, you have their qualification to go. Secondly, that's college. Secondly, if you want to work, then if you come over here, you should be able to start working because you already have 2 years of working experience. These are the basics qualification you need for your DV 2025 registration. And I know most 98 or 99.99 of you out there, because Africa, everybody, either you are in school or you are learning a trade. So it means 90% of us are likely to be able to apply. Do not take chances. Participate and pray to your God or whatever you believe in and hope for the best. I hope to see you to join us in the United States of America by the year 2025, as we are entering the 2025 DV registration. Yes. My name once again is Bafoga Aaron Adambina Gatson. The channel is Sofagai Still Got Dreams TV. Every hustler on the stream got dreams. Pursue your dreams, chase after them, and subscribe. Remember to subscribe to the channel so that we keep learning, we keep growing. Thank you so much. See you in my next video.